Wanted to see the CC, but remember that this Lucas is not going to go into the XP, and they already have a Kalea. That is a pretty good matchup against CC if he doesn't go Purify, which Nino has never done before. He's always gone Vengeance.
And now there's not a lot of engage tools for ALTEREGO at all. I mean, we talked about how Suyo does really well when you have a jawhead or something to enable him. Now without that, can Rin find those plays? And for Evos, dealing with a lack of decisive engage when they have a Kalea, a Chushin, and a Moskov, this is a setup for them to be able to go for that split push style, and ALTEREGO can't do anything about it.
I agree, and even the Jushin big displacement.
There you
they
go.
Jawhead on top of that. This is danger.
Henki on a signature pick. This is what we expected in game number 1. El Momento on a momentum-making pick.
I think we're gonna see game number 3, boys.
Well, I mean,
Amen.
it seems interesting. It seems very, very likely, but you never know, right? In the Land of Dawn, anything can happen. But ALTEREGO definitely has to be a lot more careful, and they need to try and find ways to try and pressure Evos, even when they don't have engage tools, when they don't have the cards to really control the game.
This would be just the cherry on top of a story for ALTEREGO if they can win this 2-0. After so much pressure on top of their shoulders with their up and down performance, especially coming to leg number 2, this is all they need to shut down the haters. But will Evos be able to let that slide? Game number 2 commences as we get into the Land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, ALTEREGO and Evos.
It's so meta right now. It's so meta. Arashi, that's Naruto and Sakura up against Sasuke, brother man. That is Naruto Shippuden meta.
Yeah, that's mid-season there. That's not exactly the where the anime ended.
No.
But that's like the middle arc.
That's how we started.
Which is interesting. So hey, let's see if it plays out exactly the way it does in the anime. But for now, watch for Key. He's now on a playmaking hero, and Dreams is on a Gatot, right? So he's on the back foot, definitely. Ooh. Wow. Already a flicker used up by Hijime right there. Lethal, full control by Evos. This is what Evos want to do. This is what they will be trying to do continuously. And again, ALTEREGO won't have an answer just yet. I don't think they'll have an answer all the way till maybe like level 8, somewhere in the mid-game like that, where the AoE, the real-world manipulation, and the Avatar of the Guardian might be able to swing the favor in favor of their team.
Like at least level 4, right? Because that's when the big ults, they do come through for the side of ALTEREGO. Meanwhile, Evos level 1, already very strong. Suelo on the Jushin. Wait a second.
Cool. First blood, Rin in the bottom lane, taking out the Kalea.
Yep, 1-0 trade already. But back to that, right? Jawhead as well in the early stage of the game. That's a lot of pressure given over to the White Tigers. But ALTEREGO, with that first pick, have been able to look for opportunities of themselves.
Okay, hang on a second. Couple of minions there not being picked up by anyone from the side of Evos. That might come in important later on in the mid-game. Looking at the emblems, basic emblem, Wilderness Blessing and Agility for Suelo, and also Wilderness Blessing for Natko. So Evos are really trying to double down on the rotation around the map. They've been outmaneuvered by ALTEREGO in game 1. They don't want the same thing to happen in game number 2, but that means they're giving up a bit of combat prowess. We'll see if Albert can kind of equalize here, going on the turtle already.
Suelo already zoning them in the back now as Nino looks for an opening. Dream's gonna be caught all alone. Ejector, locking him down. SOD will land. Retribution battle. Rin wins it out of the Sacred Beast, gets rid of Dreams. Now it's Nino caught. Tsunami slam to bring him back. Good night, Nino. Double for Albert.
I believe Albert was a level above of Rin, right? Was that right?
5 to 5, I think.
I guess we'll see later on.
Wait, they're equal now, but Albert just leveled up. But it's a control that ALTEREGO had in the Lord Pit there, because they were able to send Dreams in on a all-in mission toward the back line to sacrifice himself for the greater good. ALTEREGO got the initial objective, but for 2 kills, it's somewhat equal. Another factor though, small factor, is that Erlan actually threw the SOD down there and was able to get an assist, so we'll see if that really throws some balance off in the gold lane.
I mean, if we're talking about balance, Keys, again, still heavily putting some pressure onto the gold lane. Highs not in the best of positions on the carry as well. Also, earlier on in that trade, it was 2-0 for Albert on the Lucas. So not the best of resources that Alter Ego would like to see Albert on. That snowball could be a problem later on.
Yeah, especially on a Lucas, right? The issue with these fighters in the early game is that all the way until much later, they're just an absolute menace. Because they don't have the same mobility, but they have a lot of damage and they're not hard to shut down because they're sustainable. And he doesn't have Albert, doesn't have to overextend because he has Key, he has Swaylo and Natko. So many playmaking tools to set him up for success. All he has to do is do damage and not get taken out.
Rin now level 7, Albert as well. We're at 20 seconds approaching to the next neutral objective. Dreams may be looking for an opportunity here onto onto Erlan to try and shut him down. We're looking at only a 300 gold difference in the gold lane though.
Not a massive difference for sure, but this is the second turtle, and here, if a team wants to try to snowball, wants to try and shut down the opposition, this should be the time that they can do so. They can kind of dictate what ALTEREGO is going to do, and Dreams, I don't know if he's going to be tanky enough to do the same thing twice.
Good taunt coming down with ejector. Oh man, knocks him up. Revila's already baited out. The AOG locking him down in the back, but no, Dreams gonna be cancelled out. Swaylo still having the Crimson Beacon, can disengage. Natko jumping in, zoning them in the back as Albert goes on to Turtle. Swaylo regenning back up. Erlan taking a SOD. AOD locking him down in the back now, but it's Albert who wins it out. Rin gets caught. My lord! Look at that tail beast bomb. Nino shoved back by Albert, who's still alive somehow. Eyes able to rotate all around as Hijime shuts Albert down, but it's a win for Evos.
Great job by Evos right there. Again, playing it patient, waiting out Dreams and his pressure, punishing him forward, and ALTEREGO, they try to do the same exact thing, but Evos now has the damage and sustain to just stand there and wait it out. Now ALTEREGO are on the back foot, only 800 gold by all means. But let's take a look at this replay here by the official tournament smartphone. AOG real manipulation doesn't really land on anyone. Albert wasn't really pressured, and while that is all going on, look at the members of ALTEREGO here just taking damage again and again. Fortunately, ALTEREGO were able to find some kills to trade back. But overall, right, that's 2 more kills in the hands of Albert. Not ideal.
Yeah, he's sitting at 4-1-1 now on the Lucas. This was a signature pick from the early stage of the season. A lot of people actually respected the Lucas away from Evos every time they went against this team. And we're finally seeing it at play again. And that's the confidence that we're seeing just really protrude into the game. Heis gets a kill though, so that is something, or somewhat, of a good aspect for ALTEREGO. That's a real world manipulation.
Oh. And the OG, good night key. Heis gets a second kill, but Nino, down below in a 2v1. Swaylo picks him up, and Albert scratching him down.
Don't forget, towards the late game, Evos has that split push angle, and if the EXP laner gets shut down here, it might be a bit difficult.
Oh! Double knock up, Natko on him, Hijime low! Not a kill, Swaylo with the Crimson Beacon, jumping in forward, getting the kill onto Hijime, flickering out the safety now, as Rin wants to go for Natko, but she's too slick with it.
Great moves by Sakura there, being uncharacteristically agile.
That's true.
And look at this, now Evos playing for the turtle, they have that split push ready. ALTEREGO have to try and make the first move, try and do something, surprise Evos, they need control.
Albert's a level ahead at the moment, 11-10. Rin needs just a little bit more to get that 11. He is on the Suyo, so there is a possibility that he can get this. Let's see the execution.
Dreams taunting Key. Key's still able to escape now. Natko jumping into the back line, but Rin is able to pop it in. Rin with a retry win. Albert, Sacred Beast form, jumps into the back, but Hijime still there, and that's gonna be the free hit from Heis, who continues to shred. Key with the unstoppable force purified out by Heis. Albert now all alone in this jungle. At least Erlan on the other side gets 2 turrets.
That's a 3-for-0 trade. A tower falls into the mid lane. So ALTEREGO are picking up all they can in the 7 minutes of the game.
Erlan up top, down below! 2 turrets and a shutdown!
And he was able to save the turret with that play as well. I believe he was trying to clear the minions partially, right? To try and save that bottom turret from being traded as part of that deal for ALTEREGO. But it landed on Heis. That is a great stroke of luck there for Erlan. Might be planned as well by all means. Now Evos have some more control to work with. Can they get that mid turret at least? Try and equalize.
Unstoppable force, tsunami slam, everything in the kitchen sink thrown at Dreams. Oh, that was painful.
Now, Evos have the Swift Trinity to boot, so Erlan gonna be ready for more of these team fights. Look at the shred!
Erlan still able to escape now in the back line. Hijume taken down by Albert! He wants to go for more! And he gets a double! Nino picked up by Suelo! And now it's a burst down from the main character of this collab!
Triple kill in for the baby alien Albert on his signature hero, the Lucas. What was that damage? Heis barely walked up. That was, what, 3/4 of his health in that first hit?
It's almost his whole HP bar, honestly. That's why you don't mess with the main character. When you see someone with a tragic backstory, back off, bro. Don't walk up like that.
His entire village called him a monster, man!
And you see why. What is that damage, dude? 8-1 and 3 for Albert. He's back with a vengeance, and everything that we were asking for from Evos in game number 1 is coming through. All the playmaking, all the map control, and Albert having the damage, having the decisiveness to seal the deal. 3K gold lead. By all means, ALTEREGO has the carry and the heave. Their late game isn't bad by all means, but they're gonna really fall short in the frontline department, and Evos are definitely gonna be punishing for that. So Dreams is in for a world of pain.
That far lane control as well is something that the White Tigers will consistently have a better time at handling over ALTEREGO as time progresses. You can already see Erlan in the top side of the map trying to go for the push. He knows at any time he can just come into the team fight. And look at this, ALTEREGO. They're hesitating on that decision.
Oh, look at the spacing from Suelo, able to knock Heis up. Great ejector from Key to save him. And the current call was used. So much value for Evos right now. This should be a free neutral objective, and Erlan is still up top. Dreams.
Wait a minute.
Desperately trying to run away. Crimson Beacon. SOD lands. Suelo in the midst of it all. Now Dreams to be caught again. It's gonna be Hour picking up the kill. He gets the kill, or rather the ejector for Erlan to get the kill on Rin.
Like we said, we talked about how ALTEREGO will do great when they're moving forwards. On the back foot though, you saw how Hijume used a real manipulation and was immediately forced to respect the damage and cancel it out. Evos are just brute forcing their way right through ALTEREGO. But look at this, a familiar face.
It's Raja Boy. Raja Boy.
What is he doing?
Please? Is he gonna... Okay, no.
What was that? Wait a minute.
I have absolutely no idea, and honestly, I do not want to know. But for those of you guys back at home, you guys can watch from a different perspective. Raja Boy is restreaming back at home. And there you go. What's that?
He's doing a heart now, and he's doing a dance now. Hey, Evos are winning. You can celebrate.
And indeed,
XPTR, by the way.
that's true.
Traitor.
Now with this controller Evos, how do they want to play this? They don't even have good siege, but they have multiple ways to go for an engage, and they have burst damage coming in from Albert. Might as well be an assassin, and they will get the first base turret. ALTEREGO force away, respected.
An awkward engage there. RWM locks him down. Key will be taken out now. Dive into the back by Dreams, but will be shredded down by Erlan. Suelo is still doing a good job. Zoning the moving line. Holy moly, what was that damage? Suelo almost getting shredded to a base turret in the far lane. That's a win. Hijume. All right, just zoning Evos away.
But all in all, that was still Evos being able to pick up some value, right? They were able to get the inhibitor turret on the far side. Understandably so. He kind of missed that engage, and I think that was how ALTEREGO were able to kind of do damage control.
I mean, you can only take so many ejectors before you kind of wisen up. You see Key positioning, you know, right at that max distance between the flicker to try and go for that ejector play, and they read through it. So credit to ALTEREGO, but now that they're
Oh my lord.
too worried about that, that is where Nutco can maybe try and do something by all means. The conceal play though, what are they looking for?
Anyone they can get their hands
Oh,
on.
no.
Wait, they're cutting off Evos.
Uh-oh, they're outside of their base. Heis walks up, Suelo with the Crimson Beacon. RWM comes down, but Key's able to get this double force, and Heis is able to sustain now. Suelo falling! A big blunder! Or is it? Albert jumps in, getting the kill down. Albert going in one more time. Erlan versus the world, getting the kill on Red. Erlan! With a dive forward! It's Heis there. Also, Erlan still able to survive. Nice immortality too! Heis very low. Can Erlan do it in a 1v4? Erlan trying to sustain, gets another triple kill for Erlan. He saves the day, but he gets wiped out, and ALTEREGO have another shot at this game.
That was so intense. So much spotlight on both of the goal laners from both of the teams onto Heiss as well as Erlan. And in that final moment, he was able to do the impossible. Erlan on the Moskov, that was redemption, despite the fact he was traded in 1-1 with Heiss.
You did see that a bit of a miscommunication there for Evos though. Their targeting was kind of weird, man. They were caught so off guard and they fell into all the combos, right? They got a taunt on multiple members and it was a 2v4 effectively, right? They were only able to get one person off that surprise play. It was just ALTEREGO not respecting the damage coming in from Albert and Erlan. And by all means, this was a cool moment, great moment by Erlan, but the goal lead from 6,000 is now back to 500 only. That's not a good sign for Evos at all.
I'm not too sure if he's going to be stepping up like that. Retry battle, Nako going to be bursted down, the AOG lands in the back, no it doesn't. Now it's going to be the Sacred Beast, taunted up, Albert, can he get it? Suelo able to pick up the kill, Albert with a retry battle win. But look at the members, very low, keeping the flicker out, Rin still looking for the play. 2 for 1, but Evos get the Lord.
Man, talk about an instant swing in momentum.
No way.
Hijume
gets the kill on Hijume! Redemption for the man who was hated by his own fans.
30 seconds until Hijume spawns back into the game. It should be enough time for the defense, but Evos again find the right moments. Erlan again on this Moskov, 7-1-8. This is a huge Moskov performance after the last time we saw him on the Moskov.
That was a bold move to get in there with the Spear of Destruction when he doesn't know where the rest of the team is. But again, there's only one real engage tool, which is the Garokacha, and even through the taunt, Erlan should be able to sustain still through that and they use damage. That's why ALTEREGO can't really threaten Erlan right now unless they use multiple members. With the Lord cleared out though, Evos want to try and do something with the empowered waves only. Won't be allowed to do so though. The gold lead widens back to almost 2k. But again, now Evos are stuck in the situation here. Heiss already is on full items with a Malefic gun to boot. So earlier, they were forced to use Suelo to kind of distract Heiss, zone him out. Suelo!
Crimson Beacon, always the get out of jail free card. Oh, hold up. Tsunami Slam blocking him down now. He looking for the ejector. Will be provided on Nino, but Nako's gonna be taken down as well. That's gonna be Erlan in the back looking for the piercing damage from Dreams. Albert very low, shredded down, has that tail beast bomb. Rin jumps into the back, but Erlan has the roast gold meteor. Oh my lord! SOD from Erlan. Does he take it? No, he won't.
It's a 2-4-2 at the end of the day. Erlan though, gonna try and get some damage onto the waves. We'll be able to clear it out. And it looks like they're still looking for the siege. Albert and Suelo are still up. This is 3v3 at the moment.
There's enough tankiness for Evos to try and do something here. They have one fighter. They have a mage with a lot of shielding here, so there's a chance to do something, but look at the damage, dude. Heiss in the late game on the carry. Definitely a menace. Good for Evos, so they're able to get Rin out of the picture, but it's still 40 seconds to go before the next neutral objective. So effectively, that fight was just to kind of show everyone who's boss almost.
It's an ego play between the goal laners.
For sure.
It's a good time to pull out those battle emotes, Arash.
Exactly.
Kalas? There's no ALTEREGO one, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's not even the class lineup anymore for Evo, so interesting. Oh, Heiss! Whoa! Could have been bad.
He does have the Purify, so I guess he'll be fine, but yeah, that's a risky move.
Now, as both of these teams are going to collapse onto the Lord, that far lane is going to be ever as important. Remember, Erlan at any time can utilize that to his advantage, and it's going to push in favor of Evos. So this is Evos' time to play.
Oh, reset coming down. The Tsunami Slam to lock him down on the back line. There's going to be Rin taken very low. Still able to escape. Hijume gets the steal. SOD to the back line. Now Erlan getting the killing spree. But Heiss is still right there. Nako able to escape. Now Erlan, can he save the day? Erlan jumps in. Hijume gets a kill. Erlan very low. Hijume going to be trying to lock him down as Dreams walks up to the taunt as well. Erlan with the life steal. Erlan trying to survive. Void Blast. No, Erlan dodges away from it. Hijume needs to kill him. Erlan gets shut down by Hijume! And now it's Suelo with the Winter Crown. A desperate one, and Dada's Dreams takes him out. 5 members down, a wipeout, 15 seconds for Albert, and the Lord is marching for ALTEREGO.
Is it over? Is this it? Is this going to be a 2-0 victory? ALTEREGO, will they find? What?
It is all over. ALTEREGO with 1, 2, 3 big moments. It doesn't matter how much of a lead you had, Evos. ALTEREGO get a 2-0 clean sweep.
Huge upset today. All the casters predicted a 2-0 for Evos, but ALTEREGO